Air pollution, effects and control. Air pollution has been considered as the world's largest killer, though silent. It is responsible for thousands of deaths worldwide every year. Considering the adverse effects of air pollution, it is necessary to take some steps to reduce its effects. According to a WHO report, air pollution in 2012 caused the deaths of around 7 million people worldwide. Long-term exposure to outdoor and household air pollution contributed to over 1.67 million annual deaths from stroke, heart attack, diabetes, lung cancer, chronic lung diseases, and neonatal diseases in India in 2019, according to the State of Global Air 2020 by the US-based Health Effects Institute. Overall, air pollution is considered as the largest risk factor for death among all health risks. Outdoor and household particulate matter pollution also contributed to the deaths of more than 116,000 Indian infants in their first month, the study reported. Now, coming on to the most dangerous pandemic prevailing these days, the coronavirus. Air pollution is linked with 15% COVID-19 deaths worldwide. A study says about 15% of deaths worldwide from COVID-19 may be linked to long-term exposure to air pollution. Researchers found that in Europe, the proportion of COVID-19 deaths linked to air pollution was about 19%. In North America, it was 17%, and in East Asia, about 27%. Now coming on to effects, the overall effects of air pollution. Prolonged smoking or exposure to air pollutants can overload or break down the natural defenses such as hair in our nose, sticky mucus in the lining of the upper respiratory tract, causing diseases like lung cancer, asthma, chronic bronchitis. Cigarette smoking is responsible for the greatest exposure to carbon monoxide. Exposure to air containing 0.001% of carbon monoxide for several hours can cause collapse, coma, and even death. Carbon monoxide is attached to blood hemoglobin for a long time. It accumulates and reduces the oxygen carrying capacity of blood. This impairs perception and thinking, slows reflexes, and causes headaches, drowsiness, dizziness, nausea, and blurred vision. Nitrogen oxides and suspended particles both can irritate lungs, aggravate asthma and chronic bronchitis, and increase respiratory infections. Many volatile organic compounds, such as benzene and formaldehyde, and toxic particulates such as lead and cadmium, can cause mutations, reproductive problems, and cancer, breathlessness, and irritation of the eye, nose, and throat. Sulfur dioxide irritates respiratory tissues. Chronic exposure causes a condition similar to bronchitis. It also reacts with water and oxygen and other materials to form sulfuric acid. That is, it can become attached to particles which, when inhaled, are very corrosive to the lungs. The negative effects of air pollution are seriously affecting the senior citizens. Now, from the plant life, the chronic exposure of the leaves to air pollutants can break down the waxy coating that helps prevent excessive water loss and leads to damage from diseases, pests, drought, and frost. It also affects photosynthesis, respiration, and other metabolisms. Prevention is always better than cure. A few efforts on our part can help to clean our air. Simple efforts we can do are carpool. Though nowadays It's not possible due to COVID-19. Nevertheless, after the pandemic is over, we can always go for a carpool, thereby preventing air pollution by cutting down the use of fossil fuels. Then, by vehicle care, timely servicing of our cars helps to keep it in a good condition and also minimizes the fuel exhaust, thereby reducing air pollution. Whenever possible, we should try to travel by public transports. This helps in two ways: prevents air pollution and increases public income. The objective is to minimize the use of fuels as far as possible. We should also go for alternative energy sources, which is the effective way to prevent air pollution, such as solar energy, hydroelectric energy, and wind energy. Nowadays, sophisticated technologies such as wind turbines, solar water heaters are introduced to generate electricity and other energy forms for household users. Then, by saving energy, will of course help to prevent air pollution. Switch off the lights, fans, air conditioners, televisions, and other appliances when not in use. You can also share a room with others when the air conditioner or fan is on instead of switching them on in every room. And do you know that keeping on the internet on also increases to the air pollution? Always try to minimize smoke emission as it contributes to a lot of air pollution. One way is to compost dried leaves and kitchen waste instead of burning them. Composting will also give you organic fertilizer for your garden. You can replace old wood stoves or gas furnaces, avoid solvents, and most importantly, do not smoke in the home. Recycling is a simple approach to reduce pollution in two ways: save energy, which is required for disposing, and minimize the pollutants released during manufacturing. The list of recyclable materials include plastic bottles, aluminum cans, utensils, paper, craft papers, cardboard, glass bottles, etc. Then you can go for smart purchasing. Remember to carry paper bags and minimize using plastic bags. While buying the products, always choose air-friendly and recyclable products that will minimize the emission of pollutants. Also, shop for only energy-efficient appliances that use less packaging. Then coming on to control measures. वायु प्रदूषण के नियंत्रण के उपाय। वायु प्रदूषण को नियंत्रित करने के लिए सर्वप्रथम हमको अपनी जीवन शैली में परिवर्तन करना होगा। आज के युग में जीवन की गति तेज हो गई है तथा परिवहन की शीघ्र विधियों को अधिक पसंद किया जा रहा है। प्रतिवर्ष लाखों स्वचालित वाहन वर्तमान की संख्या में जुड़ते जा रहे हैं। फलस्वरूप कार्बन व नाइट्रोजन के ऑक्साइड्स व फोटोकेमिकल स्मैग में वृद्धि होती जा रही है। अतः दूसरे प्रकार के परिवहन व्यवस्था इसका विकल्प हो सकती है। पेट्रोलियम के दहन से चलने वाले वाहनों के बजाय विद्युत ऊर्जा या सूर्य ऊर्जा से चलने वाले वाहन विकसित किए जाने चाहिए और इस तरह के यंत्र विकसित किए जाएं जो वाहनों में फिट करने पर निर्वात में निकलने वाले प्रदूषकों की मात्रा को कम कर सकें। Proper fuel and exhaust systems should be used in the vehicles. Substitution of raw materials that cause more pollution. Providing greater heights to the stacks discharge pollutants away from the ground. Then use of dry and wet collectors, filters, electrostatic precipitators. To control air pollution, in controlling the particulate matter, mechanical collectors in which the dust cyclones, multicyclones are included. Cyclonic separation is a method of removing particulates from an air, gas or water stream without the use of filters through vortex separation. Rotational effects and gravity are used to separate mixtures of solids and fluids. कणीय पदार्थ जो अधिकांश उद्योगों से निकलते हैं प्रेसिपिटेटर्स तथा फिल्टर्स के द्वारा पृथक करने चाहिए। इन यंत्रों में धन की आवश्यकता होती है, लेकिन ये जीवन रक्षक भी हैं। कारखानों में काम करने वाले मजदूरों को गैसों व धूल से बचाने के लिए उचित मास्क आदि प्रदान किए जाने चाहिए। इलेक्ट्रोस्टैटिक प्रेसिपिटेटर्स ESP or air cleaner is a particulate collection device that removes particles from a flowing gas using the force of an induced electrostatic charge. These are highly efficient filtration devices that minimally impede the flow of gases through the device and can easily remove fine particulate matter such as dust and smoke from the airstream. Here we can see the precipitator. Then using of particulate scrubber. Scrubbers are designed to collect particulate matter and gaseous pollutants. Wet scrubbers remove dust particles by capturing them in liquid droplets. Wet scrubbers remove pollutant gases by dissolving or absorbing them into the liquid. कणीय पदार्थ को पृथक करने के लिए स्क्रबर्स का यूज़ किया जाना चाहिए।